about AI. As usual, we are going to discuss about artificial intelligence. Most of the people today are still stuck with AI is ChatGPT. End of discussion. That's not AI. AI is revolutionizing day by day. N number of startups have been coming in every country. Even in India, there are more than 1,70,000 startups in India, and even from the West, there are a number of different companies. From November 2022 to till date, there are more than 70,000 LLM models. LLM models means what is an LLM model? LLM model is a model that has a global knowledge, basically. Global knowledge, the knowledge that is acquired through the internet from the people, like through the website, from the internet era, from the 1998. We have acquired a lot of data that is stored on the internet, right? And we are at the stage of predicting the data for our utilization. There will be unstructured data, there will be structured data. For example, for the structured data, like there is a table, I have sent you a data, like there is one, column 2, column 3, column 4, and row 1, row 2. If I send a data like this, you will be able to predict what is what, right? And if there will be data like unstructured data, for example, the doctor notes. The doctor notes is very much important because the notes that he write only he can understand. That's the main problem, right? And it is completely unstructured data, but the data in those notes is really useful for in order to consider predict something out of this kind of data from unstructured data. We use AI, and this gonna change a lot of things in terms of workflow automation or n number of things as well. And through our business automation insider newsletter, our main aim is to we are focusing currently on upskilling ourselves with the AI Accelera bootcamp that I am attending, and I am parallelly sharing the knowledge to you. On November 2022, ChatGPT has launched its foundational model, LLM model, plus the ChatGPT is the mobile application for the OpenAI's LLM model. So basically, this is just an LLM model, and this displays. They added a UI to the LLM model. That's it, nothing more. And it went viral. People literally, no one, there is literally no one who is not using ChatGPT nowadays. Whether it's students, employees, everyone. If you have any doubt, you are going to the ChatGPT, right? That's how we are using the ChatGPT. And now it's time for we need to understand what is an LLM model. LLM model have global knowledge, and many companies came up with their own LLM model. Like there is Anthropic, there is Claude, there is Llama, etc., etc. There are almost after the first year, in by the second year, 2023, there are almost 26,000 LLM models launched, and by the third year, like 2024, there are almost 70,000 LLM models. In order to train one LLM model with the global data, for OpenAI example, it costed them almost 500 million USD. So that is what you can create your own LLM models as such, by training the data, by giving the data, but it's gonna cost you that much. But we're not gonna incur that much. We don't have that much money, right? 500 million is too much. So what we're gonna do is these LLM models gonna provide us with an API key, and we're gonna use that API key to retrieve the information. And this is how we're gonna work. And all these things like how and what the workflows are going, I'm explaining everything in detail in the Business Automation Insider newsletter, and I have provided the link in the description as well in the comment section. You go and click on that if you feel like reading it. And I also want to tell one more thing regarding AI. There will be a huge gap gonna form between the companies and the employee skills, because of which the unemployment rate is gonna rise very much higher. Why? The question is why. When we ask why, the unemployment rises not because of lack of jobs but lack of skills. As you see, how the startups are coming each and every day, right? In the AI era, especially, the startups have increased a lot, and they need people to work for them. For example, they want to work someone looking to develop a LLM model or a framework. They want someone to use the LangChain framework, or they want someone to maintain the vector database. companies are still looking at the wrong roles. They are looking for the people who have machine learning or the data science, data scientists, these kind of things. No, these are all these people are not AI engineers or the prompt engineers. AI engineers have the knowledge of end to end, and the architecture of LLM apps is completely different from what the architecture of full stack apps. So LLM apps have a different architecture, level 1, level 2, level 3. Level 3 is the enterprise level. If you are an entrepreneur or a startup company or an enterprise, you need to have the knowledge of LLM level 3 applications. And you don't want the coding as such, but you want the knowledge, then please attend the AI Accelerator Bootcamp, or else I will teach you what they are teaching me, and I will present everything in form of my story so that you can understand it easily. I have also launched a course called Python and JavaScript for the beginners, completely beginners. My aim is to make a person who is able to operate a computer, he should be able to do the coding as well. Because what is coding? Coding is the way we are interacting with the computer, right? We are interacting with the computer, and when we are interacting with the computer, it should be as easily as possible. Just like that is the natural language processing, right? In a natural way, very natural way. Like if you look at any computer in the previous, when the C, C++, we used to interact with in that way, and there are total huge number of algorithms and all. What is the purpose of algorithm? For a person, for a normal person, if he wanna use a website for for their business or anything, what is the purpose of knowing, understanding the algorithm too much? They should be able to develop on their own. Nowadays, it's not only a developer. A businessman can also develop their own website using the tools like Lovable, and there are NM Replit. There are different types of website providers. Directly they provide templates, or you can adjust your own templates as well. And with our own cursor, there is cursor. Cursor is very much popular these days. And LangChain, coming to the LangChain frameworks. These frameworks, in order to retrieve the information from the global memory, which is the LLM model, we need something, right? For example, if we wanna pick the fries, you need a spoon or a holder, right? Similarly, we need to have something to retrieve the data from the APIs, LLM models. So we use frameworks like LangChain, Llama Index, and OpenAI has its own framework. And OpenAI, what they did was in the mobiles era, or in the software era, where Apple and Microsoft have been competing. Apple came up with its own marketing method, where they have created a Apple ecosystem to sell their own products within the ecosystem, right? You cannot install a third-party application in an Apple, but you can install a third-party app in your Android mobile or in the Microsoft Windows as well, right? Similarly, with the OpenAI, what they did was they are trying to create a OpenAI ecosystem completely. So they created a OpenAI framework as well. But if you learn OpenAI framework, what happens is, I'm not saying don't use it, but you can use it if you have that much knowledge. Instead of if you learn only OpenAI framework, you will be able to only handle the OpenAI's LLM model. That's it. Because OpenAI's framework, they are using it for, I don't know whether they are using it for other LLM models. I am at level 1 app development, so I have been working on that. But my master said that LangChain and Llama Index are the frameworks that we need to use currently. And Llama Index is completely user friendly, and LangChain is also very much easy. In the initial days, they face little bit problems with the documentation pages, and they are trying to ease it off so that more people will understand. Because if there are no users for these frameworks or LLM models, what is the use of creating it, right? After ChatGPT, a number of people started using the this kind, came to know at least the AI is moving. But in the front, for example, I'm in India currently. If I go outside, there are just like, there will be autos, there will be roads, and the people are busy in their own work. Then when can you know that the world is growing in this AI era? In China, literally robots are walking, taking their puppies to walk on the roads. Then this is the time you need to learn how much the AI is growing and how we can learn those skills to stay up to date. If you don't stay up to date, you will outdate easily in this AI era. So what I want to do is, at least you want to start with our Business Automation Insider newsletter and start reading it. What is what? Ask doubts. Try to comment it in that newsletter, or you can comment on my LinkedIn page or YouTube page as well. In this video, you can ask the doubts, any doubts or any thought you have, so that we start discussing. This is how the knowledge goes spreading, right? We need to create the awareness first, and then the resources, and then the knowledge comes, and by implementing the knowledge we will gain the skills. Once the skills are down, we will start marketing in the form of resume for employees, or implementing in the form of an application. uh, just a second. Visited our house saying that please take the newspaper. So I subscribed to it. Let's see, the local news as well within the state, so that we understand what the things are going within the state as well. So where are we? We are talking about the land chain, Lama index, and how the things are going in the other countries, right? So I want you to focus on these things first. You need to know what's happening through news, right? The only way is through text, websites, and this is the way how you need to read. And unless you know the market, you cannot upskill. You don't know what to learn, what to implement, and if you don't learn, you will outdate. Simple as that. And if you are able to watch a 4 to 5 hours of Netflix binge, you will be able to spend half an hour to 1 hour of your time on these things. Try to do that at least 1 hour or 2 hours in a day, so that you won't outdate from what's happening in this AI era. And the workforce, the workflows are gonna change completely in the coming days. And you in the coming 5 years, a number of people are going to lose their jobs. The most safest jobs are plumbing, electricians, these things, because the AI won't replace these jobs in the coming years. So try to learn what's happening in the AI era. And also, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to Akhil Digital World. I post interesting videos on Akhil Digital World, a number of different types of videos, and whatever the homework that I am doing using Notebook LLM or the videos. And I created a book like Python and JavaScript, as I mentioned previously. I will also be explaining by reviewing the book online, by coming to the stream and sharing the screen with you and showing that once we have finalized and we feel like the book is ready, we will be publishing the book as well for a very affordable cost, so that more number of LLM developers will come into into this industry. So that's it for now. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. My name is Akhil Kumar Ponnam. Have a wonderful day.